Good morning. I running a bit late today, but I'm here. I'm here. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday. It's 10:30. It's time to open some toys. It's time to talk about what's been happening and have a little bit of fun. So, good morning to you all. Happy Saturday. I'll keep saying that for a while. Of course, because it's morning and not Friday night, I'm here with my coffee. Got my celebration Java the Hutt mug. Hopefully you've all got a nice hot beverage to keep you going. And I may have spiked mine to give me a booster. Oh, there we go. Love this one. Toasted graham crackers with peanut butter whiskey. I'm going to do an audio check because I've moved my mic. And I don't know if it's too loud. I don't know if it's too quiet. So give me a go in the chat because I'm running solo today. As you can probably tell, because I've already started on the small screen. Sounding fine. Okay, that's good. Good stuff. So today, obviously I missed last week. It's been a crazy whirlwind of traveling around and going places, and it's also been a crazy week of receiving stuff and getting stuff and finding stuff. So I'm excited for today's show. I'm hopefully, if you're watching, you're excited too, because we've got a more Series 9s. I've been looking forward to Series 9 ever since we saw them at San Diego and other places, like our friends over at Micro Galaxy Squadcast, who are always bringing us up to date on everything that's new and everything that's coming. So love that. If you haven't watched that yet, you got to get over there. I'm sure you have. We all have. We're all glued to Micro Galaxy on Instagram to find out what's coming next. But I've been so looking forward to this. And we also had the box sets drop for Series 9. I don't know if you guys got them, but I was in there straight away, along with our ATT as well that came out, the Vault exclusive. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look. I got some pictures. We'll take a look and chat about that, see what you guys feel. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm glad to get these and get them out, and I'm so excited to get the repeats and get those glorious Vaults box sets from Jazzware's Vault. How you all doing? Hopefully you're doing good. As you can tell, I'm on a bit of a buzz from running around and seeing people and seeing family and getting a hang over the last couple of weekends. But let's get over and see who's in the chat. That way I can get on and get through these boxes. We got a good haul today. We definitely got a good haul today. I'd love bit of troll. You always make me laugh. Whenever I post these things out, I wait for the first comment to show up 24 hours before we go. And this one was great. Appreciate it. Good morning to you, bit of troll. Thanks for joining as always. Got the Force Guild joining us this morning. Good morning. You've been zipping around, and I know you're at New York Comic Con, so hopefully that was good fun. Yeah, it's a good set to open, which will be good. Good morning to you. The wife is in. She's running around, but still joining in. Oh, God bless her. Good morning, Ali. John Galgano is joining us today. Is this a different handle? I don't know if I've just been out of it, but I never noticed the 8091 on there before. But good morning, John. Thanks for coming in. Graseki's with us. Woo! Your coffee spiked with love. I love that. Hopefully you had a good time jetting around and doing stuff as well. I think you were at New York as well, right? Oh, can't keep up. Everyone's just having so much fun. Daniel. Okay. All right. No problem. There's no rush on that. I'm a tardy guy, you know. I promised you so many of these little stands, and we'll keep going on it. We'll see if we can get them good. What are you doing up, sir? Good morning to BC DeLorean. Brandon, super friend of the show, good friend of mine, is down here in LA doing the Back to the Future 40th anniversary tour for the week. He's brought his cars. I've been able to get out and watch Back to the Future a couple of times. I know this is Star Wars, but hey, thanks for joining, Brandon. You should be getting ready for today's extravaganza. It's on till 2 a.m., everybody. If you're in the area and you can get down to the original Twin Pines Mall that's out in Pomona, there's a huge Back to the Future event going on today. Well, tonight, I should say. It's all afternoon and all evening, which will be fun. Good morning to you, though. Thanks for coming in. And another one here. What the hell are you doing here? Jamie Pale Rider's in the house. I figured you would also be super busy this morning. It's the Vancouver toy show today. Missed that one. That one's a lot of fun. I hope you have a good time out there, and I hope you're going to be picking up some great finds. Some great finds. Thanks, man. I will. Don't forget to watch a rerun and pop in a thumbs up and a like. I know you've already subscribed, so I'm wasting my time on that. But anyone that's not, do it just in case. You never know what's going to pop up. All right, I think that's great. That's great. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody. So, like I said, what's this, Jason? Sorry. Oh, happy hunting, my friend. This is what makes it fun, right? It's what makes it fun. Get out there and see what we can find. It's a bit cloudy this morning, so sweatshirt on. I'm back into my sweatshirt, which is awesome. But we're not here for my clothing. We're not here for my adventures. We're here to see what's inside of these boxes and get a good look at these toys. So I'm going to do one more of these before I pick up the sharp knife. And then we can crack on. All right. Like I said, I'm on my own today, so bear with me if I miss stuff. Let's get the tools of the trade out, and let's get cracking. All right. Where's my other screen? Here it is. All right. Let's go for it. Looks good. It's all lit. Let's take a look. So this is the Z95 Headhunter. I've been looking forward to seeing this one since we saw it released. Like I said, it's just a cool looking ship. And the fact that we got the Partisan one as well means it's got a great deco on it. It's just a black ship with gray details. And how much cooler does that get? Yeah, I can't wait to look at it. I can't wait to look at it. Nothing special about the boxes anymore on the front. On the back, obviously, we get what we want, which is our blueprint and our schematic and our what it can do. So let's take a quick look at that, because Steve's a bit of an idiot. So it looks like the back comes off, the front in front of the cockpit comes off. What comes with a stand? We got another ball joint stand. That's good to know, because the ball joints are the future, man. The ball joints are the future. And then the rest of the range in there, the hollow B-wing. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get that box set. All right, let's take a look. Out comes the sharp blade, and into the box we go. All right, anyone that's in the chat that is a Micro Galaxy fan, a micro nerd, as I like to call you, or us, I should say, because I am definitely a micro nerd. Did you pick up these? Are you still on the search for them, or did you put an order in for the Vault box sets so you can get all of the above and the rares and chases? That is a question. Man, I wish we could get some more art on this, but you know what? Let's just keep getting the ships. Put that to one side. As you can see behind me, hang on, I have carried on getting all my blueprints as backdrops into the shelves to make the shelves a bit more sexy. That's what I'm doing. Don't know what you're doing with them, or if you're even saving them. Probably not even unboxing them, right? That's why we're doing it here. All right, back to the juicy bits. Okay. Start building the barricade so I can't get out of the office. Okay, so yeah, there's our stand. A typical stand. They don't really seem to vary. I don't think there's anything uniquely different about them for each ship. So we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, hang on a second. I just want to, before you go, get out there. I don't know what costume you're wearing today, but hope you have a good one. Oh, Steve, are you here? Oh, you are. Sorry, I missed it. My co-host from Generation X-Wing, as you can see, Jamie's popped in. Here we go. Yeah, good, Rob. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Hope you have a great troop. Let me know if you guys find anything fun on the stands if you get time to go around. But enjoy. Have a good one. It's a great show. All right. Crinkly crackly. This one's really in there. There it goes. You just got to find the right I was going to say you got to find the right nipple to push. I think that's the right terminology for it. I don't know. You let me know. Okay. That's right, Jason. Everybody loves sexy shelves. That's why we get them out of the boxes, right? Okay, let's take a look. This is first of all, great looking ship. Really great looking ship. It's got the X-Wing vibes, single wing, obviously, but look at it. It looks like a proper fighter. Great paintwork on the engines on the back there as well. So you've got all the heat. What do we call that? Tarnishing from the heat of the engines, and then we got this beautiful sort of pinky red glow going on in the back of the engines there, which is super cool. Does look good. Does look good. This is just the gray. There's no metallic on that one, but it looks like there is a two-tone of gray. But look at the details in that. That's really cool looking. All the weathering on it. And then underneath, same thing going on. And now we got these codes and stuff everywhere, which is slightly annoying, but you know, it's got to be on there. And it's underneath, so who cares? Can't be picky about that. And then at the front, the engines there is very telltale to our X-Wing. It's just long and wide. Love this. Love this. So let's check out the landing gear before we get in on the top. Opens up easy. This one opens up easy. Yeah, they've got a really nice solid click to them now, these landing gears. I mean, some of them are hard to open sometimes, as we've seen, but man, these really click into place. Really click into place. Okay, let's check out this cockpit. It's very black and gray. Everything all over. And let's open her up from the back there and see who's inside. Again, we don't usually get a lot of cockpit detail on the peg hangers. The Vault exclusives obviously have a lot more detail to them, which is why it's worth getting the ship as a Vault exclusive, even if you've got the ship already, because those guys make such great paint jobs on those Vault exclusives. Okay, let's shut it down. Now these lift off. You can see the wings there that make it easy to lift off. So let's take this off and see what we got inside. Engine details, I'm thinking. Well, maybe not even engines, because they're at the back, right? So this is just, who knows what. It's detailed. It's not painted. It's not weathered. But it's there to look at. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, maybe you can just leave it off and make it look like, if you had a couple of these, one could be beat up and missing panels, I guess. That's what it's there for. Okay, and then the back does the same. This is more of an engine compartment, I would think, for something. Okay. There we go. Can you see that in the light? I think so. There you go. Definitely some sort of additional engine parts. Needs a little bit of metallic in there, I think, to make it even sexier than it already is. So that's cool. It's from a distance. Get that back in. Just slots in at the forward end here, and then clips nice and solid back in. It's a good looking ship, and I'm not going to be disappointed to get a second, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to pop this down, and we can check out this guy. This guy was one of my favorites from Rogue One, and obviously in the subsequent TV shows where he's appeared. Oh, I guess I should show off what we got outside of plastic here. So there we go. Hedrio. Blueprint. Always known as two tubes for me, unless I've got the wrong one because there's two of them. But this is a cool looking character. Let me get him in his little stand here so we can look. Let's clip him in. All right, let's see what we got. Can I zoom in? Look at the detailing on him. We've even got those beady little eyes. It's the beady little eyes that made it with this character for me. We've got the two tubes coming down. Got this detail down here on his jacket. Pants, boots. Kind of a weird, almost translucent green plastic they've used on this one. It's giving me engineer vibes from Prometheus. And we got more details on the back. The crossovers there. His port on the back of his head there. And then obviously the big old boots. No gloves. Good looking figure though. Good looking figure. I like that. Got the chest piece. Yeah, that's a nice one. So I'll just finish this one up and put him in his cockpit. Oh, the legs are stiff on this one. The force is strong with this one. There we go. All right, let's get him in. Let's tuck in those arms. Let's take a look at him in his cockpit. Very cool. Shut it up. Now we can see him through the window. Yeah, this one's cool. This one's real cool. It goes well with one of those U-wings as well. I'll just stick it on the stand. Let's roll up these. Clickety, clickety. Oops. And then, as you can see with the ball joint, I'm loving these ball joints. I'm hoping, like I've said many times before, I'm hoping we see more of this on everything, because once we make these little ball attachments, it's in. So it just fits in there. We've got some rotation to it. Left and right, up and down. Again, it's not very high off the floor, but that's why we make our own, right? Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. Big fan of this one. Let's stick it over here for now. Get rid of this crap. What do we think? Let me go over to the chat because I wasn't reading. And let's see what we got. Exhaust burn. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's I was wondering what it was called. So yeah, exhaust burn. I'm going to stick with that. What's Daniel saying here? You weren't a fan when you saw it posted? I'm wondering why. What was it? Was it just too reminiscent of something you've seen before? But yeah, you're right. You got to get a few. Did you order the box sets? Because I know you're going to get two in there for sure, because there's a chase one as well, right? But we'll take a look at that, like I say, later on once I crack these things out. Yeah, bit of troll. It's cool, right? Anyone found any on the pegs? I know I keep asking these questions and I'm probably missing your answers, but this is one that was showing up in some of the Targets or Walmarts. Yeah, they're supposed to be. I mean, I think Walmart more than Target, but then who knows anymore? It really is a hit and miss thing, right? So you'll find it in some places around the country that they're in there, and then other ones we're not getting anything. It's just totally dry. Totally dry. They are some big boots. I'm good, thanks. I'm fine with the banana. Maybe I'll have one after the show, but thanks for asking. Hey, Peak Obi-Wan. Hey, you did this. Okay, you got this one? Yeah, it's good. Did you unbox it? Did you get it out? Or are you keeping them all in boxes? Yeah, it's a tricky one, right? Is it the shipping that makes them really expensive there, or is it just the conversion rate? Because you're getting what, six ships, one rare, one chase. And to me, it's, if I knew that there was always going to be a series box set coming out, I wouldn't panic and get anxious so much on getting them, not being able to find them anywhere. But yeah, I think they're a great way to get the things that you just can't get because of the situation that we all talk about, which is we don't know if they're going to be on the peg. We don't know if they're going to come out. I mean, sometimes they get them and they're probably in the stock room, but they don't put them out, and then they get a new lot in and they have to send all the rest of them to Ross. So now you got to wait for it to come out in Ross. I mean, all those land speeders started showing up. I didn't see any, but we got, what was the recent one that came out? I think it was what we unboxed a few weeks ago, was the Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator started showing up. It's in the box, but you're going to open it up. Yeah, it's worth it. I think getting a couple of those, they're going to look so good in some sort of diorama. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's what's coming up for sure. All right, without further ado, I'm gonna move on to this one. Now, this one was the one that I was most looking forward to. The TIE Defender. I don't know why. I mean, Rebels very, very quickly became one of my favorites after many years of not even watching the animations. There's something about that ship, and I kept seeing it every time I went to Frankenstein's, which is a huge collector warehouse, store full of loads of vendors. I kept seeing the ones that they bought out for not the Hot Wheels one. It was the oh my god, what are they called? The fleet, the action fleet. I saw that one, and they used to always have this 3.75 scale, vintage scale custom one in there in a huge box. Someone had built a custom one, and I've just loved the look of this thing. And then they came out with it. We knew it was going to come, but another reason to get that box set, because not only do you get this one, you get the Chaser or Rare version that comes with all the yellow detailing on it as well. You know what I'm going to do, and only because someone may need one of these, and if they want to keep it in box, I got two of these, so bear with me a second. I'm going to open the one that was Amazoned. And by Amazon, I think you know what I mean. It's a slight difference to the condition of the box that arrived. Because then that way, I've always got one for someone that needs. But look at that. That's your Amazon deliveries. They come in paper bags, not boxes. So hopefully it's not broken. Otherwise, I'll have to keep the other one. Who knows? But yeah, come on, man. People pay for these things. It's not like we're getting them for free and you can just treat them like a piece of shit every time you pick them up and drop them off. Man, gets me. But there you go. So I'm going to open up this one because it's a damaged one. Nice. All right. Nothing special here. Nothing special there, apart from obviously our Rebels and our blueprint. Luckily for me, the blueprint did not get creased and damaged like a few of them have. So again, a good one to get. I don't see anything wrong here. We got the right ship, TIE Defender. We got another stand. Love it. We got the drop down that we've seen on most of our TIEs to show the ion engines in the back. Slightly different cockpit, which we'll take a look at. And obviously the wings can all pop off, or three of them. This is the other one I was talking about that you're going to get in the box set along with the Ezra. So the Chasers. Yeah, it's a good looking ship. All right, so some assembly required with this one, obviously. Two wings are on, one you got to put on yourself. And it looks like a generic TIE pilot. I don't know if there's going to be any difference. It doesn't look like it. But we'll take another look. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. We'll take a look. That's why we do this. That's what we're here for. All right, so it doesn't look like they wrecked it. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. Or maybe they just pulled it out a bit, but we're going to find out. I got some safety belts. So, you know, when it comes to the safety belts, we need the precision snips to get in there and just very quickly release. There and there. Garbage. Okay, nothing seems broken. This stand, so now I've got to go back on what I said. This stand is longer. Obviously, it needs to be because of the wingspan. So they are doing different size ones. And this one, it looks like this is separate here. I haven't played around to see if you can actually pop them in or out. I might have to take a look at that when I got some magnifying glasses so I don't break anything. I don't know if they glue them in, but it definitely looks two-piece. Definitely looks two-piece in there. And I'm not sure how rigid this is going to be here. Yeah. But good to see that they are, obviously they had to, like I said, the wingspan on this thing is different to the the X-Wing or the Z95. So here's one of the wings. It's like a reverse of what we see on our Interceptor. A lot more detailing on there. And this one's just got markings on the back. All right, let's see if this one's going to be easy to pop out. I just love that cockpit. Oh, it's super easy when it's been crushed by Amazon. All right, let's check it for any damages. This is the one that got affected. Doesn't look like anything's broken or cracked. I think I got away with it. So I'll stop moaning. They just pop on like so. There's our ball joint entranceway. So here is the cockpit, and it's going to be covered by that wing. So you're probably going to have to take it off to open it because it looks like it opens with the back. It's slightly different, like I say. This one seems to have a different cockpit. Is anyone out there familiar with the vintage English or British sci-fi show Blake 7? I don't know if anyone in the chat here knows about Blake 7. It's a nostalgic favorite of mine. I recently got BritBox just so I could watch the first season again, but it looks like I'm gonna have to get it on Blu-ray that recently came out for season 1 and 2. That ship, the Liberator, is again one of my favorite ships. Very, very simple, and this reminds me of it in reverse because this would have been the back end, and then you had 3 sections of the ship similar to the wings. So it gives me the vibes of the Liberator, and because nostalgia hits you hard, man. I think that's why I'm more of a fan of this than I thought it would be. But I'm not sure if you don't know what I'm talking about, do a search for it. Maybe watch it. It's from like the 70s, man. So it's ridiculous, but it's British thespians in sci-fi adventures. So it's definitely worth a watch. See if you can spot anyone in there. You never know. I love it. It's great. Hit me as a kid. So let me get this other wing on. And let's get a look at the thing fully assembled. Wow, it's just like a dart. It's just like a dart. Look at this thing. Look at that. It's such a cool ship. Such a cool ship. So you obviously got the 2 wings coming out here, and this is the upper. So this would be the way that it would fly, unless you were spinning, because that's a cool trick. You got your little your cannons down here, cockpit on the top. So this would be the the flying orientation of it. Obviously you got the cannons on the front here as well, I would think. Let's get a look at the back. No real like difference there. I think that's just the serial, isn't it? Yeah, like a serial number on the back there. Made in China. There you go. It reminds me of the sticks of rock from the seaside. Not really great print, but there you go. Made in China. So let's take a look at the engine. It's a different engine to our tie. We drop it down. Then we get a look at our engine compartment. Again, no difference color, just the molded gray plastic. But cool little item to have on there. Ooh, there we go. A nice little click to get it back in. But to open the cockpit, I'm going to take off this wing here so we can get a good look at the top. You can see the cockpit there. Obviously very reminiscent of our tie, but let's see what's different of it. There's a little lever at the back here, and you can see that the whole of the top, not just the round cockpit, the whole of the top and the front drop away. So there you go, all the way open to let us see inside of the cockpit. You see all the controls there. Again, no wash or detailing on the paint. Back of the chair there has the molded detail, but no difference in paint, just the gray. But there's a lot of people out there with a lot of good painting talents, like my friend Steve, number 2, Hose Nose Paints on Instagram. He knows how to paint a Mini. Yeah, kind of like that, something different. They haven't just reused the body. It's a total new mold. Total new mold. A little bit of thinking in there. Might make it easier to pop in, and I think that means, that means that we don't have the eject system either, because you can get him in and out a lot easier. So there's no need for an eject to push him out like we had on the ties. All right, let me see if I've got a tie here. Has it got a pilot? Not sure. Let me look, because here's the cockpit we know from the tie, and it just lifts up the round, and there's a dude. Then you would have to push the bottom to eject him out. So I can see why they've made it a little bit easier, because even with pushing him, I got to struggle to get him out. At least we can do a comparison now, right? All right, before I do that, I don't want to keep ignoring you guys. I feel bad. Hang on. Let's get back in here. Oh, Elise has joined us. Hello. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Open your shit. Yeah, right. I was playing along with the idea of get your toys out. From the old English football chants of the football stands. But I like this one. Open your shit. I think that should just be something we all adopt. Just open the shit. That's why we got it. We don't buy it to resell it. We buy it to enjoy it. We're going to find out. Peak Obi-Wan. I'm going to do a comparison here. Kerry Fenty's joined us. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you're sipping on a coffee, enjoying what we've seen so far. Picture. Amazon didn't destroy the package. They made it easier to remove. Yeah. It's a feature. We're helping you, right? Imagine if you didn't want to unbox and that arrived and you've been getting delay after delay after delay and you're really looking forward to getting this ship and it finally arrives and it's crumpled. We've all been there, right? Oh, Bittertroy, you Googled it. Okay, yeah, it is a goofy looking ship. I mean, back in the day, man, I remember you used to get these old air fresheners. It was the Airwicks. Airwick still exists, but it was a sphere and you could open up this little slider to let more of the smell out, and you got this insert you could put into it. It was green, and the back end of that Liberator looks like the Airwick air freshener. And then I think it was the old kids program, Blue Peter, showed you how to build one out of one of those and 3 fairy liquid washing up bottles. Fantastic. And that's how we made shit back then, right? There was no CG. You had to build that ship. Yeah, it's quirky, but man, it's got some nostalgia memories for me. Oh, Kerry, yeah. Yeah, Blake 7, man. Red Dwarf was hilarious. So good. So good. If no one's watched that here, you've got to go and give that a watch for some comedy. We all need more comedy in our lives, right? But I think Blake 7 will make you giggle as well, how ridiculous it is. All right, moving on. Moving on. Okay, this is an original TIE pilot. Original trilogy TIE, and I think we have got some differences here. So original trilogy TIE, and then let's get a look at this one. See if we've got any differences. It may just be paint. Who knows? Let's move to the side. It looks smaller. For sure looks smaller. You know what? I think Peak Obi-Wan's got a point here. Look at the difference. Silver is with the Defender, and black is the original. The body shape is so different. So different. No, I don't think it's just the plastic, right? That is different. It's so much smaller. So much smaller. I'm trying to do this in balance. There you go. So the stands are different heights, but the bases are the same. And I've tried to line them up. Look at the difference. Which would probably indicate it could be Sabine as the TIE pilot. And look at the subtle. Can we zoom in? Come on, camera. Do it. I can't do everything here. There you go. So there are some major subtle differences. That waistline is so much smaller, and the character itself is smaller. It's hard to tell the differences on camera because it's all black. But definitely a different design on the helmets. So let's just take a look at the silver one here, because then I can do it with two hands and try and get this in focus. Yeah. Definitely a difference here. Definitely a difference. It's a matte black as well. Not so the helmet shiny, but the costume, well, the coveralls are all matte black, which looks really cool. And then it really picks up all that silver. But yeah, a totally different figure. And I don't think it's just because of the cockpit. So maybe we have now. With that being said, all it says on here is just TIE pilot. Is that backwards for you guys? It's backwards for me, but it says TIE pilot. Yeah, that's an interesting point, but definitely major physical size. Let's see if an original TIE pilot fits in the cockpit. And if it does, then we could be looking at a different character altogether. So let's see. Let's get it in some light here. See if we can position him in there. I'll wrap his legs around. There we go. So it looks like he fits in there. There's definitely headroom. Definitely headroom. So yeah, it could be Sabine as a TIE pilot in a disguise when they go in and steal it. Very cool. So again, you need it because we've got a different character as well. Not only is it a great looking ship and you need multiples, but you get a totally different pilot to it as well. Okay, let's stick the pilot in. Keep moving along. Yeah, I like the fact we're getting something brand new there. And if it is supposed to be a particular character, I wonder why they haven't labeled it as such. But yeah, definitely sits in there a lot better. So maybe it is a scale thing. I'm not sure, but that little waist, I'm thinking Sabine. If Ryan Dull was here, he'd be able to tell us by just looking from the rear, but yeah, maybe it is. All right, clicked in. Let's get this on top. Okay, and there we go. Fully assembled with the pilot, TIE Defender, everything I wanted it to be. And now we're all up to speed on Blake 7 as well, which is good. Okay, I'm just going to go looking back through the comments here. I think we just talked about that, so definitely not the same size. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm behind. Yeah, I think it could be. I think it could be just because of that little waist and stuff. Interesting choice, but a very cool one too. I like it. I'm just trying to get those all done. There we go. Right? It's exciting. That's why I love doing this. So I'm always so happy when everyone else comes in the chat, but I get excited about it. And even if I'm talking to myself, at least I'm talking to somebody. It's great getting them out of the boxes, man. It's so good getting them out of the boxes. I love it because the thought and the detail goes into these things so much. And that ain't no shilling, man. Like, I'm out here buying all these things and I'm getting excited about them. I do like what they do with it. It's something that I can say every week when I unbox it. I'm never disappointed. Never disappointed. Okay, I'm going to put him back up there into his little tie ship. Let's take a look first just take a look at the stand, see how that works out. Oh, square peg round hole. This one's a big boy trying to fit in. Oh boy. All right, let's talk about this. I'll say I'm never disappointed, but with that being said, I'm still going to point out things that we find. Okay, here's the peg hole, and here is the stand hole. Oh, did you hear that? Wow. Honestly, I don't think that's going to fit. I mean, that's going to take a little bit of squeezing. And I don't know if that's just a misshapen, it looks like a misshapen hole to be able to grab the ball once it goes in. But now I got to have the courage to push down on that. Let me try doing it without the wings. Okay. Hold your breath, people. That's why we get multiples. Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to hide that. All right. Holy moly. It ain't going in, man. And even if I spit on it, it ain't going in. Oh, I think I'm going to break this more than... And have to, it's like, no, I'm not going to go there. Man. Yeah, I had to push that in there. I had to push that in there real hard. With these ones, I never want to twist. Going backwards and forwards on its straighter edge here, the more supportive edge, that's probably what you're going to have to do. And then slowly start turning it as you do that, just to work it in. But yeah, it takes a lot of force to get it in there. But don't, you know what I mean? Don't twist it here. It's just going to snap, man. It's just going to snap. So be cautious with it. Still a fan of the ball joints, man. And it's probably just getting that scale and tolerance just right so it doesn't become super floppy after a few turns. But, you know, if you're going to play with it, it's not going to be on stand. But you want to be able to position it. Yeah, even now, even after getting in once, it's still... Yeah, there you go. And I put it on backwards. So now I'm going to have to... Oh, boy. Yeah, that's tight. Be careful. When you get this, just be careful. It is super tight. And I don't know if coming in at an angle... Yeah, so coming in at an angle and push and sort of levering it in is the way to go. For sure. For sure. That's a lot easier than just pushing down on the top. Just lever it in and set it up. But I did it with the wings off because I don't want to snap those little pegs. See, you'd never know unless you get it out. All right. I'm loving it. And I'm glad we could diagnose it. All right, so there's our Defender. There's our N95, and I think that deserves a coffee before I move on. All right, let's go back to the chat here. Yes, the details are really cool, man. The paintwork on it and just the overall look of it and the mold and all the details in the wings. It's just, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. And that's why I sort of love collecting these things. They just made it an enjoyable thing. You know, Jazzwares, MGS squad, you made it very enjoyable. And there's not much you can do about the vendors putting them out on the pegs. So thank you for doing all the box sets, is what I'll say. Yeah. Heating it up, maybe that would help. I'm not sure, but just levering it in, it really did help. Definitely been a troll. Now we can get sexy TIE pilots. No, I do not, Bit of Troll, have any lube for my toys. All right. I am going to have one more sip. I feel I need it. Okay. Now, another little story time here. If you are a regular watcher, and if you were on the show the other week with Paul and Ryan, I was still complaining about the fact that I pre-ordered my Hasbro Landspeeder, which again, if you do watch regularly, you'll know that Landspeeders again is another one of the vehicles, which is my favorite. Up until last weekend, the weekend before last, I still hadn't had it. And there was no date given to me of when it was going to be arriving after ordering in May. So my constant moaning and whining was enough to make my friends say, okay, I'm ordering one now from the shop because if they got them on the shelves, let's get them and cancel it. And so I did. So now I do have my Landspeeder, but I'm going to save that and I'll open it up with Ryan, who did the deed of making me stop whining and got me one. So I'm going to wait for that. But the good news is I did get a Hasbro Landspeeder. And I'd also like to do a shout out to Paul for making me happy with this beautiful version Hot Wheels, which is good. So just a little side story just to keep us going. But we're not here for that. So let's move on. All right. Coming up next, people, let's move on to the big screen. It's the ATDP. This thing is cool. Look at those long legs. This thing is big. Like this box is bigger than these two. Not only that, but we're getting two pilots because of its giant cockpit. Love it. Love it. You can't just put one in, man. You need two. So again, we got our Rebels. Oh, where am I going? Our Rebels logo up here. We have our blueprint. Look at those long old legs. The turret goes up and down. And the top cockpit head rotates. 3 points of articulation. I don't know why I can't. Okay, question. Is it reversed for you guys or is it just reversed for me? Because it's driving me nuts this morning and I don't know why. I can't seem to change it. But let me know in the chat. Okay, Pico We Want says that the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter for Vintage Collection is coming on. Is it coming on Thursday or are they starting to send them on Thursday? And also on that one, did you hear about the issue? I saw some comments about either they forgot to put a sticker on it or it's coming out with a really blank cockpit control panel or something like that. Don't know if you heard about that. But cool. Yeah, that was too big for me, man. Like, I've got to be really cautious about vintage collection ships because they're so cool. But space danger, man. Space danger. Okay, so it's not reversed for you. Okay, yeah, mine's reversed. Hence why I keep going that way, but I want to go that way. I'll have to see if I can set it. It's a second camera, so you can't just do what you can do with the first cameras. I'll look into it. It's not your problem, people. It's mine. All right. The good news is that you're seeing it the way it should be. Okay. Let's get it open. So I think Kerry said she had a few. Yeah, Kerry said she got a few of these. Yeah, I mean, are you doing a hanger diorama? Are you gonna? I saw some great shots on the Squadcast of some people's dioramas of a whole hanger full of defenders and ties and AT-STs and AT-DPs. It looks really cool. So I don't know if you guys have also seen the Kickstarter that's been hitting my pages on Instagram. Micro Galaxy Cube, I think it is. They're doing all these 3D printable dioramas and scenes and stuff, which looks really cool. There seems to be a big outlet of stands and dioramas and additional pieces, which is really cool. I mean, I love making them. It's a hobby, but if someone does something better and mass produced and I can just print that off, I'd probably take it, you know. Anyway, let's hide down that. Okay, so Peekaboo saying he got it last Thursday. Okay, was yours all good? Or did you have this issue with the console? Or did you not unbox it? I'd be interested to know what you do with them as well, because like I said, they're so big. What do you do with them? Do you have a shelf where you display them, or are you a hanger? All right, nothing going on here. Nothing going on here. But a lot going on here. Okay, we'll keep this phone. It's not damaged. We're all good. I can see the instructions so I don't embarrass myself. We're all good. Okay. Take our pilots out, or drivers, sorry. Our drivers out. And we've got a couple of seatbelts. So, precision. And I think that's it. Just the one leg so it doesn't pop out. All right. It's looking at me funny. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. All right, this one's got a good wash on it. I don't know if we've got... Oh, we do. Oh, listen. Oh, that's got some good movement and clickiness to it. Oh, it went right through me. Now, do the feet articulate? Yes, they do. That's as far as that one goes, and it goes to there. This back here, this, I don't know what we call that. I mean, if this is a hip and this is a knee and this is an ankle, that doesn't move. So that's interesting. But yeah, this thing. Oh, I love it. It's a lot more sturdy. A lot more sturdy. You can actually see the metal, or probably aluminum, but whatever they've used in there, they've actually got some metal in there for the joints to make it even more sturdy. But we got full rotation on the hip, and then we have second rotation there. Almost feels sprung loaded. Look at that. Wow. It's very cool. I don't know what's going on inside of there to get such a sort of reaction to moving it. That's cool. Okay, does it stand up? Yes, it does. Wow. Sorry, I'm just kind of playing here, aren't I? That's what we're here to do, though. All right, yeah, I love this. I love the movement of the legs. Love what we got going on with that, for sure. This one's going to be a good one to set up and play with. So let's look at some more of the wash there that I was telling you. You can see now in this light, the wash going all the way down. The leg, you got the color, the yellowy green color there. You can see the ratchet mechanism in that knee. Cool. Way to nerd out. These creepy looking like eyes of a gecko or something. They're hollow though. See that? Look even at the detail up in here with this thing. All the wash that sits in there. See, this is what the wash does. The wash just adds so much more detail. And again, this is not a Vault exclusive or anything. They're giving it a good dirty wash. It's not just for me, it's not just about battle damage or, you know, anything like that. It's to highlight the details of it. You can see there in the nose, like the nose has got nothing. And it's just the plastic, and all those really detailed molds just don't show up. And then you look at the side and then boom. But again, more metal visible here and also underneath it. If you can see underneath that. So it does swivel up and down. It doesn't turn, but you've got this really kind of industrial fastener in there rather than just something plastic. Yeah, really well made. Made to be played with. Okay, so we've got the swivel. Again, the swivel's ratcheted. It's not just floppy and wobbly. Man, they did a good job on this. Let's look at the back. Yeah, I'm sure once you've done them a while, it probably comes a little bit looser, but there's this really strange spring effect to it. Kind of like that, man. What a great looking vehicle. It does kind of swivel a little bit. I don't know if it's meant to. But there is some movement there. I'm not going to play with it too hard. Because you shouldn't, right? All right, now we need to open this thing up, and first of all, I've got to get it to stand up. All right. Oh, we are joined by the man himself. The bitter Asian dude is here. I know, and hopefully you're resting up. Oh. Just pulled a probe droid from the blind boxes? What? Oh. See if you can get another, because I haven't found one yet. Although, saying that, I have got two here which I'm going to open. Who knows? Yeah, who else out there has been getting the scout class? It was supposed to be just a common, but the only, as we saw from the other weeks, the only common I found was the typical scout, and but I did get one of the rare ones, which is cool. But yeah, hey, I'm glad you're up and about, Paul. Thanks for joining in. Open them all. I'm gonna. Thanks for joining in, though. I'm glad you're feeling better and you're up and about. And I'm not a huge sports fan, but man, go Jays, go Canada! Holy moly, what a game! Sorry if that pisses anyone off out there, but I know I've got a super fan in the house now, so I got to say it. I appreciate the win. I appreciate the win. All right, so let's take a look at the cockpit. I've already forgotten how it opens. Hang on, got a new mic stand here. Hang on. I've already forgotten how it opens, so is it front or is it back? Kerry's probably going to know. Oh, God, am I going to have to look? Oh, there we go. It is the front. Just need to use two hands. So it opens up all the way. The head opens. And now we can see inside the cockpit. Wow. Honestly, I was expecting to see, I guess the front not being washed is a telltale sign, but I was expecting to see something in there because it's so washed on the outside. I really thought we would see some on the inside because there's so much damn detail in here. You know, many times you said before, they don't mess around. Everything's in the roof. Everything is detailed. I'm I'm just going to make myself a pot of wash. And I think after these shows, I'm just going to wash this shit. It's out of its box. I've already ruined the resale value. I might as well make it look the way that it should in my mind. My mind. That's cool though, right? Look at those little consoles and stuff. What a great addition. All right. I need to populate it. I need to populate it with its boys. Okay. Oh, they fell straight out. There you go. Put those over there. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got the Imperial Combat Drivers. Both the same. No differences, according to the blueprints. But we don't take the blueprints for granted. We are going to take a look. I'm pretty sure they're the same though. All right, let's take a look at this boy. Wow, that's cool. That's got a real Rebels look to it, man. I like that. That's fun. Paint detail, even the buttons on the back there. That's cool. That's fun. An insignia on the shoulder. Do you see that? Wow. Bravo. Bravo. Details in the face mask. Insignias on the helmet. Even a tiniest little detail up at the front there. Gloves and boots. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. I saw it again. I think it was on Micro Galaxy Squadcast. A picture of someone's hangar, and they have the hangar full of the minifigs as well, and custom ones. It looks so good. It looks so good. And that is just a level of building and purchasing, man. That's a lot of purchases to get all of those figs. Unless you're as talented as Daniel and you're just making your own. It's a lot of purchases. Okay. My dude isn't sitting down fully in there. Looks like his feet may have to go forward a little bit more. Okay. So there's our drivers. They kind of look the same. Which they should, because they probably are. But man, that cockpit needs a wash. That cockpit needs a wash. Let's shut it up. Let's take one last look. Yeah, I'm a fan. I need a few of these. Kerry, did you order yours online? Did you find them hanging on pegs? Like, where did you find so many already to allow you to have a few? Interested to know if it was easy or not. Okay, let me take a little pause here because I need more coffee, and we'll go to the chat here, the comments. More oh, you got, okay, the hologram and Anakin. That's cool. Okay, so now I'm confused, so I need some elaboration. When you say I'm here at the warehouse, I keep thinking of just your storage system. Is the warehouse a toy shop? Need some clarification. I haven't found any blind boxes on the shelves at all of Walmart. I'm not expecting to see them at Target, to be honest. But who knows? I'll keep looking because that's what we do. But I have not found one Series 9 blind box in any shelf or on any shelf in any Walmarts. And it's disappointing because I remember when they came out first of all, there was always a box or two. What the hell, man? Like, we need these probe droids and they're common. So unless the turds are out there, you know, the scalper turds, the bane of every micro nerd's life, are just snatching up all the boxes as soon as they see them. You know, that's all I can think of. really. I don't know where they are. The only ones I get are the ones I order off at Amazon, because there's a little bundle that comes out where you get one of the blind boxes, which is great. It's a great way to buy them. Kerry, that's what you're saying, yeah. So you probably got blind boxes with all of those as well. Then I'm sure. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I definitely got blind boxes with my Defenders for sure. It's the only way I can find them. Yeah, I don't know how else to get them. And I've said many times before, I'm just not a big Facebook user. Just not. And I know there's a great community on there, and I probably should be getting on there, because there are some ships that I really want to find that I never decided to buy. And that's the community you need to go to, because it seems pretty trustworthy. But man, I want these probe joys. I want to put them up here. I want to build out my diorama for when my shelves get bigger and get some probe joys floating around there. Interested to see how many everyone else has got out there. And the only reason I'm interested to see how many people have got them is because I'm going to have to tap someone up if I don't get one. But it ain't over yet, man. It ain't over yet. You never give up on the drive. There's always going to be somewhere to find something. Okay. You got the blind box. Yeah. Oh, so they were with the ships. Awesome. Okay, that's good to know. So sometimes with the ones that comes with the ships, you usually get the chases or the rares, and that's why people are happy to buy them that way, right? Because you're pretty much guaranteed to get some of the ones you wouldn't normally get. But I'm glad there's some commons coming out. It just means I've got to order some more bundles if they're not going to put them on the shelves. I mean, I'm not blessed with multiple Walmarts around me. I've got one Walmart that's close by that I can get to in 20-25 minutes, depending on traffic. Otherwise, it's a road trip, and I do have a road trip coming up, so I'll probably stop at all the Walmarts on the way home and see what I can find. But oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad you got one. And I'm glad you're going to get more, because it's always good to have a friend who's got multiple probes. Yeah, I can say that. And now he's rubbing it in. And now he's really rubbing it in. Yeah, I'm sure it is really super cool. But I'm glad you got it. You need to show them off. Are you doing anything this weekend, Paul? Now that you're home? Welcome home. If you are, let us know. And if not, I'll have to get you on. Show them off. Because I probably won't find any. You know what my luck's been like. All right, enough chat. Or maybe it's not. You let me know. These were the 3 Series 9s that I wanted to crack open. But like I said, they did come with the blind boxes. So let me open up those. And let's see if I can stop. Moaning. All right. So here is a Scout Class Series 9 blind box. And this is what we're talking about, as you know, because we're all micro nerds. But I'm going to say it anyway. We've got our rares and our chases, and then we have our commons. So our common here is the Scout, Luthen, and/or Kanan, which I've already got, as you saw. So these are the 2 that I've already got. I got the Scout and I got the Kanan. I want loads of these. Love the probe droid. I love me some probes. So yeah, right now I'm at Kanan and Scout. And I can't remember. Oh, it was Anakin, right? It was Anakin and the Hollow. That was it. The ones that Paul's already got. Yeah, he just told us. Without further ado, let's golden ticket this shit and see if I'm going to be dancing from my chair. What do we think? Any guesses on what I'm going to get? To be honest, it doesn't feel like a probe. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. All right. It's no probe, but it's Luthen. I'm happy about that. Look at that. You can't see anything in this light because it's in plastic. So let's get rid of it. I'm happy with that. There you go, Luthen. We don't have a Luthen. I'm really hoping that we'll get a Fondor, man, because it's a cool looking ship. Cool looking ship. Let's get it up. Wow. Look at his jacket. I don't think I can even get him in a stand. Let me have a look. Anything on the backside? No. The jacket's cool, man. All right. Don't talk about it. Show it, dude. So there's our Luthen. I mean, I don't know. Face sculpt. You know, it's tiny. But look at that jacket. Look at the sleeves of the jacket and the gloves, the boots, the pockets on the jacket. That's cool. The belt. You got the hood. You can see the hood at the back too. Nice job. Loving those sleeves. Those chunky floppy sleeves. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't get too close. We know that. I'm going to have to figure out a way of getting close-ups on the face. With the hair, I don't know if that's a mispaint or if that's his ear. But the hair, we all know his hair is a little bit longer, right? Oh, no, it's not. It's only when he's in disguise. This isn't disguise Luthen. This is badass rebel Luthen. So it is sure. That's cool. Let's take a look at his bike. Whoa, look at that one. Okay. Hey, man, I'm not disappointed. I like it. I'm glad to be getting a Luthen today. Glad to be getting a Luthen today. Let's get Luthen on his bike. Let's see if he fits in there, people. Everyone always looks weird on their bikes. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'm a fan. I am a fan. All right, Luthen. Happy with that? I'll take it. Let's get rid of this shit. All right. Okay, what's being said here? Any more rubbing it in going on? Yeah. Oh, did you get all 3 Luthens? Wow, okay. Hence, yeah, okay, I get you. All right, so maybe, but he, like I said, that's why with the bundles you usually get more of the rare ones. But it's interesting because Luthen is a common, so I guess I've got all the commons now, right? I've got my Kanan, I've got my Scout, and I've got my Luthen. I haven't got a probe, so typically I've got all the other commons apart from the probe. Let's keep cracking. Let's keep cracking. Why is Ryan disappointed? He's disappointed that he didn't get a probe? Oh, thanks, Ryan. Thanks for being disappointed for me. Okay. I didn't even cut that. Maybe I should cut towards myself. There we go. It's much better when you cut towards yourself. Okay. All right. Again, it feels a little bit heavier. So I wonder. Nope. Oh, I got the Anakin. I'm happy with that. Woohoo. All right. This is the one with the sidecar, right? And the one that comes, and the sidecar has the Rancor on it, right? Or something like that. Yeah, there you go, people. No more commons, no repeats. That's not bad, right? When you think about it, that's not bad to get 4 boxes and a different figure in each box. That's not bad luck. Look at this. I know I've gone straight to the vehicle. Look at that. He's got the Rancor face on the sidecar. Our typical coloring that we'd expect to see. And this is why it felt heavier. There's a lot more to it. So luckily my body scale abilities with my hands is working. So I'm figuring I'm probably going to need something a little bit heavier than this one to know I got a probe. If, and a giant if, I ever find anything on a shelf. This is cool looking, man. This is cool looking. I love the Rancor. Anyone else see that? Very cool. All metallic on the cannons and blasters, and yeah, what a cool bike. Take a look at Anakin. Get in there, boy. There we go. There we go. All right. So here's our Anakin. He's got the sort of face that says, I hate sand. We got his big glove, got his standard glove, big old boots, sabers dangling away. He got his armor cowl. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. That ain't too shabby, people. I'm happy about that. To get a repeat would have been a little bit, but to get, you know, pretty much all the way through the collection in the first 4, the only way is up, right? The only way is up. Okay, let's get him seated. Let's get him on. There we go. Anakin's got his ride. Right on. Cool beans. Doesn't get much better than that. All right. I'm taking it as the win. Taking it as a win. What have we got going on here? I'm happy, man. That's good. Like I've just explained. How can that not be good? I've got 4 boxes, and each one of them had a different figure in it. I can't be unhappy about that. Now, that is all going to change the next time I open up a blind box and I get a repeat. And that repeat is going to be pissing me off. And then I'll be back to old Moni mode, I'm sure. Cheers. I know, Paul. Still no probe. Still no probe. You're talking about Anakin? Right, that's what I was just saying. I'm wondering if we're going to get one regardless. I mean, these things don't happen quickly, right? So there's probably a whole backlog of things they got to get done in the list before they move on to some newer stuff, right? So I'm hoping we do. First thing we got to do is get that Captain Carson Tabor X-Wing, right? That's the first thing we got to do. And that's, like I said, pull that one out of the bag. It would be amazing, and make it a Vault Classic would make it even better. Because then we'd have so much more detail. So much more detail. All right, so good haul. Happy with that. Before I swipe the floor and move on to my last rip open here, anything else I've missed? I don't think so. Okay. In that case, I'm going to clear some space because I went into, as you know, I like to hit up the Ross every other day and see what we can find. And Ross has been getting some great stuff this last week. or 2 weeks. I don't get Micro Galaxy that much in the one all the ones around here. We don't seem to get a lot of Micro Galaxy, but lately we've had a lot of Hasbro. And I went in there the other day, picked up some other non-Star Wars stuff, which was cool to get and cool to find. Some NECA stuff was in there, which is good to pick up. And then, now, I don't know if you know Ross's, but every holiday season, Ross expands its toy ridiculousness. And so I'm hoping that the reason we haven't seen the lightsabers and the helmets and all this other Hasbro stuff around here is they're probably saving it for the craziness of the holiday season. So that hasn't happened yet. We're still on the regular shelves. I did find myself some more KFC minis, which is good because I a little bit addicted to finding the whole set on that. Got 2 more to go, which is good. But I also walked around the corner and I saw a bunch of Barbie bikes and shit like that, all on the shelf where the furniture usually is, hidden behind a Barbie bike. I found this. Now, like I said, I'm usually a little bit cautious on TVC because of space, but this is cool. And at $49, I couldn't say no. So I want to crack that open real quick, if I can. It's a big one. It's bigger than our micro stuff. In fact, there you go. That's how big it is. But I thought that'd be fun to crack open. It's a Star Wars. It's one of the funnest things we saw. Season 1, right? Was it season 1? Now I'm gonna have to think. When that thing came out of the trees with the red glowing eyes and stuff, it looks so good. So good. So I'm going to crack this one open real quick. What have we got up here going on in the chat? Okay. Look, you made it. You made an effort. Well, you're out there with the new mates. Or was it real mates? So here you go. I am staying hydrated. It's here for you with my edition of Vault exclusive sticker. Cheers. Keep hydrated. Just for you, Paul. Just for you. Hopefully you're staying hydrated too with your sickness, your little cold that you got and stuff. All right. Okay, what's Jason saying here? Oh, you've got them out already in Chicago? Okay. I think the time is coming. I think once Halloween's gone, we're going to see it happening. I think they were a little bit too early at mine the other day. Yeah. Yeah, big walk. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Way to bring down my family-oriented show, sir. All right, let's crack her open. Let's move on. Let's get rid of this face. Boom. All right. I don't even care what's on the box, to be honest with you. But there you go. You're going to get a look. Same old, same old. Let's crack her open. I may have to do it away from the camera. See this? $49.99. You know, and maybe that's what made me do it. Seeing it, it's almost half price. They also had, and I'm surprised I didn't get it, they also had the talking Deadpool head that came out a while ago. The one that just talks all the time and wiggles around, which is really cool. And I was going to get one but it was like $120 or something like that when it first came out. But they had those there for $60. But Space Danger, what am I going to do with it, right? I don't want to become one of those flippers who just pulls things off the shelf because they want to make money on it. All right. Some assembly required, people. What else have I got in here? I will probably be shouted at if I don't get the instructions. So we do have Paul's favorite instructions, just one sheet, and I'll keep those to hand. All right, let's see if we can figure this thing out of the box. So we have the main head, main body, legs, and attachments. Is there any stickers? Damn it, man. I was hopeful for stickers. I thought for a minute I was going to get an exclusive carded TVC figure. But nope, it's he's just strapped to the floor in a plastic bag. But hey, it's exclusive to the set, I'm sure. All right, All right, now we got zip ties, or have we got? Oh no, it's just rubber. It's just rubber. Okay, this is professionally taped. So let's get some professional tape tearing going on. All right, a few weapons and shit. All right. Tape's not that bad. Some people just really can't handle it, right? But it's not that bad. All right, spill these out. All right, I got a bent cannon, man. Wow. Whiskey cannon. These ones are good. And this looks like something Ryan owns. All right. This is what makes it fun. It does. It takes you back. It takes you back to that Christmas unwrapping and the unboxing because we played with it, right? It takes us back to the times that you didn't just buy it to keep it in a box. Yeah, it's fun. That's why we do this. And again, thanks for joining. Now, do I just pull up on this or do I open it and take out the packing? I don't think there's anything. No, there's nothing down there. I'm good. I can just pull it out. Whoa. I love the feel of it. Just, yeah, like you said, it takes you back to being a lot younger. A lot younger. Cool. All right. That's that one out. Got some more things to cut here. Get that out. And then let's get the crinkly cracklies. And we can lay this thing out. Get rid of this cardboard. Look at this poor little dude strapped down to the box. You're free. All right. All right. What have we got, people? Cannons, cannons, cannons. Legs. Oh, look at all this tape. I guess a good sharp blade. Oh, yeah. It's really not that hard. Oh. Whoa. That's got some detail on it. Hello. Look how easy that tape is to get off. All right. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to do one more opening with the plastic bags. And that way we're off to the races. Off to the races. Okay. All right. Giant leg. Look at this, though. They've got soft goods. An elastic wrapped around it for all the camo, which is really cool. I like that. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I didn't look hard enough at the box, but I wasn't expecting that. You actually got canvas camouflage. These are probably going to have a really good click to them. Oh, yeah. Oh. There you go. Just broke that one. Doesn't have clicky, but this does. And then we have the extension. Oh, sorry, Mike. The extension that goes onto the body. And then we have our pivot points. Oh, this is going to be cool. All right, let's take a look at this one. This one's got even more. Okay, we've got a net, little cargo net. Oh, that does have a ratchet. Maybe the other one is broken. Maybe that's why it was a Ross. Okay. Well, hopefully one leg's enough to keep it up. Yeah, little cargo net wrapped around there. Camouflage to protect the knee joint. And again, this is going to be our axle of connection. All right. Legs. Body. Haven't looked at the instructions yet. I'm probably going to have to at some point, but I'm thinking that's going to be the front, which means this will go on here, like so. Whoa. Wow, this thing's big. There is a little tingling of regret, if that's the right word, because it's bloody huge. That's just the legs. I can't even fit in the camera. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Oh wow. Anybody want an ATSD? All right. Does that rotate? Yes, it does. Okay. So there's our legs and our body. And let me just go up here. In the little screen, you can see it's big as my head. Okay. No instructions yet. Let's see if we can get there. Okay, so I'll move these legs over here and let's take a look at the main thing here. We do have a double-ended dingle dongle, as I'm going to call it. And I don't know which one goes where at this point. So round hole. You remember those old toys that children learnt from? And one was round and one was square. So now this is why we had those, because now we know that the round one goes into the round one, probably with some force off camera. There we go. That's in there good. That is in there good. It doesn't seem to turn. So hopefully I haven't just cursed myself with putting it on the wrong way. Oh, there we go. It is now after a bit of pushing. And then the square hole receives the square peg. Let's see if I can get this one on camera. It's bloody huge. There we go. It's in. Wow, this is not. This thing's huge. Wow. Wow. Anyone else got one of these? Wow. I don't know if I can gonna fit it on there for you guys. It's pretty menacing looking. I am a fan of the look, for sure. I'm just trying to get some way of just standing it up before it all falls over. This thing has got a lot of articulation. A lot of articulation. I'm going to have to hold it up to camera eventually so you can see it. But right now, I just got to figure out what actually allows it to stand up. Because I haven't figured that part out yet. All right, let's get some cannons going and some other stuff. So I've got this, like you see on the side of the trucks. This is like a cannon. So this is a cannon. Which side does the cannon go? There's two holes of the same size. So right now, I can't get the bloody thing to stand up. Take it back. Jeepers creepers, man. This thing is so difficult to get to stand up. I feel like it's even if I get it to stand up, it won't stand up for long. Why is it so twisty? All right, I'm getting pissed off with it. All right, let's go to instructions. Let's find out which one goes where. All right, so on this side, we get the mini cannon. All right, in it goes. Mini cannon, up and down, causing havoc. The other side, we get another cannon, which is here, the one that's not bent up. So let's get that in. Okay, that's not good. Okay. There goes our other cannon. And then on the bottom, we get Bendy McBendy, which I can probably just force back in right now. Has a bit of articulation to it. And the chat has lost it with all the talk of holes. Forcing them in. There we go. All right, so that's all the bits and pieces. Now I just got to figure out how to make it stand up. But let's get a little look all the way around. I'm hoping these open. There's one. There's two. The detailing up in there of them. So now they can see, and they have the expressions depending on how high you want them to be. Oh, there's this little blaster. Don't lose that. All right, so it looks like his knickers are falling down here with his little webbing. Let's try and tidy that up. I don't want any of that going on. Okay. All right. Now, the challenge for Steve. Can he make this thing actually stand up and do what it's supposed to do? Where is the center of gravity for this damn thing? Because I have not found it yet. If there's anyone in the chat that can give me a quick, hey, here's how you do it, please let me know, because I'll probably end up throwing it somewhere it's not supposed to be. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's actually not have it so forward heavy. That's better. Okay, I'm getting there, people. Wow, it is so... Here we go. I got it. I got it. So those of you who have not had one unboxed or have not played with it yet, let me flip this over. This is the way you want it. You want those legs facing forward, so the center of gravity is right in the middle, and you're going to be good. But yeah, it's cool looking. Let me just give you a face-on look, because down camera's not going to do nothing. Look at this. There it is. And compared to our micro galaxies, that's pretty badass as far as size and scale and detail. But yeah, it is standing up now. I have got it right. It's just not going to be good for the down cam. One last thing we want to look at. Oh, excuse me. One last thing we want to look at is our radar that comes with it. So let's go back to here. And this is our radar. He's super detailed because that's what we get now with the vintage collection, is super detailing on these figures with their face sculpts and the articulation. But yeah, let's take a look at that. It's a great radar. It's cross holster. Weapon doesn't come out, but it looks good. All his armor on there, his helmet, little spikes on it, shoulder pads. Look at that detailing. Hands are all wrinkly, scaly. And then we got good sized boots. Cool looking fig. Cool looking fig. And of course he comes with a blaster, which he's going to have to hold because there's no holster. So let's put that in his hand. And there you go. So I'm going to probably have to open this up and see if he fits inside now, right? Otherwise he's just going to have to sit on the top and chill out. All right, how do we open this up? Does it open up? Yes, it does. Okay, yes, it does. So this should lift off. So let me find out. Oh, I pulled the railing out. That's not it. How the hell does it lift up? There's no release. Oh, this hatch opens up very easily. So maybe I can put my finger under there. Oh, there you go. That's what you have to do. Open it up, put your finger in and lift. Now we got a cockpit. All washed inside. Stickers are already on. Whoa. All the displays and readouts. That's pretty cool. Console at the front. Pedals, foot pedals. What we got on this side? Not as much color. It's hard to get in there with the light because it's so big. That's cool though, man. That is pretty cool. I can't get this cannon to stay in. It's not wanting to click into place. All right. Okay. I never had one. Sorry, you don't know what I'm talking about. Hang on. I never had one. It's the first time I've ever had one. I don't know if it was as posable, was it back then? Did it have all the posability to it as this one? I'm not sure because I've never had one. And that would have been the Hoth one, right? The Battle of Hoth. The one that we got behind me there on the Hoth one. Okay, so let's see. Let me sit him in. As you can, he has to stretch out. There's no dip there, so these legs are going to have to go out. Now he doesn't really want to be holding his gun, but he's going to have to. Whoa. You know what? It's difficult to make him sit because he's got this sticky outie. So maybe he's supposed to be an on the ground dude. See if I can make him go on it. Because I don't want him on the ground. I want him in there. Okay. There we go. You can fold it underneath his butt. And he's in. He's in. I'll probably have him standing up and sticking out the top, right? That's probably the best way of doing it. There you go. Something different from me. This is a, let's go back to big on me. This is not a micro. This is a vintage, but it's a half price vintage. And it's cool. I like it. It's going to be another vehicle, which is going to have to find a home. And I'm happy to have. I'll leave it there so you can stare into my hole. All right, Chirpy McChirp, what you got to say now? Yeah, you're right. It's not a probe droid. It's not a probe droid. One day I'll see it and touch it. What have other people got to say that's worth looking at here than that comment? That's right. The good thing is you can put other figures underneath them. So there's going to have to be a vintage shelf of other things and stuff and things. Yeah, a bit of trouble. It's good looking, right? I think that's why I went for it, because I'm a vehicle. I love the vehicles, and this is a different version of a vehicle that is super cool, and I would, want to have, which is why I want to get all the other ones unboxed at some point. Maybe that'll lead me into unboxing all my other ATSTs from Micro Galaxy. I've only done the one so far, which is the Hoth one. I do have this one in Micro Galaxy, so maybe we'll do that some point, maybe even next week, just to do a comparison of the two. Now we got one open. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the expert comments of helping me do it. Oh, hang on a sec. Missed this one. Just picked up the snow speeder with Luke. The box for 80. Now, do you mean the black? So the Black Series snow speeder that came out a while ago, is that the one you got? Because I don't. Does that come with a Luke? Because I know it comes with a DAC as well, right? Did it come with a carded Luke? I can't remember because I got it a while ago. But I know you get flat DAC, so you can get flat DAC for the back as well. Maybe it did come carded. Yeah, it did come. It probably came with a carded Luke, and I put it up with my my Empire collection. Yeah, that's a cool one. That one's worth getting out. Worth getting out. I've got one just behind me up here. It's such a cool ship, and it's a different kind of plastic too. It's kind of like that tough rubbery plastic, which is really cool. Great ship. I've got the original Kenner one as well with that horrible motor that turns to give you the blaster sounds, which is nuts. But yeah, that's a great pickup, man. That's a great pickup. It was a really cool ship. Huge box, as you'd expect, right? Everything is nowadays. Maybe I will make it dance. The legs aren't backwards. No, that's the way you got to do it. It's got to sit on that center of gravity. And just so you're sure, I'll show you the instructions. You can see that they point forward from their point of connection. They point forward to go over the heaviest part. But I do have to, I do have to make some little adjustments. But it's you got to make it sit down a little bit, right? But that's the way. I'll probably squash them down and go for it. But you know what? I think you might have a point. Hang on a minute. I think you might have something. No. Hang on a minute. No, they are right. Damn you. Thanks for joining. No, I am right. Like I said, it just needs to have a little bit more play. I think I got to go. I think what you mean by backwards is, let's do this now. I think what you mean by backwards is go this way and go back that way and then do that. And that way it's going to sit. That's what you mean. I think that's what you mean. All joking aside, yeah, you're right. I think they need to go this way and like this, and it makes it a little bit shorter, which is great for putting on the shelf. And I think that's going to be a lot better for it and a lot lower for making this thing work better. And now I got to find a way of making it sit up properly again. Damn you. Yeah, it's the finding that center of gravity, man. Yeah, but I think this is going to be, I think this way here, if you can see it in the other cam there, or let me just hold it up. I think that's the way it wants to go. So it's more, so if that's what you mean by backwards, I think you're right, 100% needs to be there. And I may have to just tighten up the screws a little bit to stop it from falling down. But it kind of sits back and it gets comfy at that point. But yeah, I think you're right. If that's what you meant, I will give you kudos, sir. I think you are 100% right. It needs to just be like this brown leg is a little loose, so it doesn't want to sit up properly. But I think that for all you Star Wars fans out there, I think that's more of a look. It's got that chicken walker look now to it. Hopefully that suffices. But I think that's what you meant, and I think you're 100% right. If I hold the feet, it stays up there pretty well. If I let go, I think we might be all right. But this is the style. This is the way the legs want to be. And now it's shorter too, so it's going to fit better on a shelf. But it still figs underneath. God, I'm glad you joined. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize I've had my phone off, but I appreciate it. Yeah, no, it definitely looks better that way. And now we got it right. Yeah, it's good. It's very cool. I'm going to save my other pickups for another time. Like I said, I want to do my land speeder when Ryan's in the house. Again, Paul, if you missed it earlier, appreciate it. Thank you Very cool. And all the other non-Star Wars shiz. Always appreciated. Love you guys. Did anyone else order the box sets though? I know Daniel was saying that he hasn't. Did anyone else order the Series 9 box set or not? Still not as good as the Probe Droid. Gee, purrs creepers. Is anyone else here? Or was it just Paul? Okay, you ordered them. Good. All right. I'm surprised you haven't already got 3, but did you order just 1? You didn't order 3? Yeah. Yeah. Now, speaking of which, okay, good. Speaking of which, because I wanted to go through this, because if anyone is excited about it, I'm super excited about it. Get rid of this, and I'm going to put this up. So this is what I again, bear with me. This is probably just for my own gratification, but we unboxed this one last week, I think it was, or the week before. But what we get in those box sets is so good. So good. I did have some images to share, but it's not letting me see the rest. Hang on. This is what happens when you're working on your own. Let me see what's happening here. Why isn't it going? It looks like I'm going to have to open every single one. Good Lord. And then drag them in. But I just want to show off this artwork. And I'm sure if you're a micro nerd, you've already seen it all. But let's take a look at some of this stuff. Okay. All right. Coming back to you. Let's add a share to the stage. And get a look at some of these. All right. This is what we're talking about. This is the set that's coming out. This one is so good. So good. This is the new ATTE that's coming out. And I am loving the design of it. I'm loving the quirky face, the eye cannon, or the cannon eyes. It's a great one. Super looking forward to this one coming out. So that one's been ordered for sure. I don't know when we're going to get to see it. We get the 3 clones, and we get a Plo Kloon, and we also get one of the Bark Speeders. But look at it. It's so good. I don't know if the details are showing up across the screen here, but let me zoom in. Look at his little mouth. Look at this design up here. All the little details. And that's what I love about the Vault, is we get all these little details. The great paint jobs. They just go to town on it. They just go to town on it. So good. Yeah, it's such a great color too, right? Oh, you're saying yours is already shipped? That's good. I haven't checked mine today. I'm hoping so. Man, if those things come in before next week, oh, we're gonna have a fun time, man. A fun time. I'm super excited to see those chases and rares and that holo. Let's take a look at them right now. Let's go look. So here's another shot. I don't know why I got to all these at once, but look, you can get a much better look at it. The green around the eyeballs there. Such good detail on it, man. Look at the speckling on it. You know a lot of work goes into that, but this little graphic representation of it is so cool. Such a great little detail. And even up here on the cannon, they've done great work on it. Are you seeing that one? Oh, this is annoying. Why can't we this is so annoying. I was hoping to scroll through these, and now I've been dashed. Now it looks like I've got to do every single one. I should have saved them into a file. Let me just show you this one. Just want to show you these details. This, as they say in the trade, is bollocks. I should have been a little bit more prepared. But look at this. Look at the detail on this. Let me zoom in again. Look at it. So cool. So cool. All of the paintwork on it. Everything that's going on there. It's going to be a great box set. It's going to be a great box set. I got a couple more here as well, which if you compare with the tardiness of my bullshit, I am just going to still keep going on it, but I'm going to have to do them one at a time. I'm not going to bring in that one because we've seen that one. Where are we? This is another one which I'm looking forward to getting. This is the Ezra A-Wing. Okay, here it is. See that one? Yes, you can see that one. So this one's another one which I'm looking forward to get. I know we've got a lot of A-Wings, but I am looking forward to getting this one to add it to my collection. The coloring on it's great. It's such a cool one. Such a cool one. And another one which I want to share is this one. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. So this one here is the Hollow. You guys seen this one? Boom. Look at that. So we're getting a Hollow B-Wing. So we've got the B-Wings, which are cool. We've got Hera's B-Wing, which was cool. We got the Volt Hera B-Wing, which was really well painted. Now we get the Hollow. I saw this one when we were at a celebration, and I'm looking forward to getting that and the little Hollow fig, which is so good. Oh, I really missed to say goodbye. See you later, bit of troll. Hopefully you have a great time at this. Maybe we'll see pictures. Thank you for joining us again. See you on the next one. Yeah, the A-Wing does look really good. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I don't know if you can tell, but the box sets are the way to go. Like I said before, if I knew, or if you knew that you were always going to get one, it would take away the FOMO and the anxiety. And we talked earlier about new things that we could get and what things we're expecting. And this is a close-up of the X-Wing we're going to get. So let's see if this one works. See if I can get it right with this one. So there's a close-up of the New Republic X-Wing we're going to get. So I'm thinking if we got those, which we're going to have, there is a good chance, man. There is a good chance we'll see these pilots get a captain. I hope so. I really do. And the more we want and the more we ask, you never know what you're going to get, right? But another X-Wing is coming. I haven't opened any of my X-Wings yet. That's going to be a whole thing. There's going to be a whole squad. I got the whole box set for the red, the Rose Squadron, Red Squadron there. And then I've got all the individual ones. None of them I've opened yet, apart from the one Luke that came. I think it was in the Escape the Death Star chase. Yeah, these things are looking so good. So good. Is there anyone in particular that anyone out there is looking for? I don't know. But I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped. Looking forward to it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get him next week. The one I think that I'm most excited for is going to be this one right here. And I'm sure if you're a big nerd, you've already seen it. But look at it. So good. So good. But this one here does look like it's a typical TIE pilot. This one here does look like it's a typical TIE pilot. So not the Sabine waist as we saw before. But yeah, all these yellow markings on it. Yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. But that's enough about my excitement. I'm hoping you're all excited too. Again, I'll figure that out next time because it's good to show off these pictures. And I want it to be a little bit easier than that. But I got to crack on. I got to finish up. Thanks everyone for coming in. Paul, I'm glad you're feeling better. Thanks for joining. It's never quite the same without the chirping in the background. Ryan, I know you're in there. Hopefully you're having a great time on your Halloween extravaganzas of October. Everyone else, everyone that's in the chat, thank you so much. I love sharing all this stuff with you guys and just having fun with it. It's a lot of fun. I will be back next week, and I don't know what we're going to do. It's all going to depend on what gets shipped out. But one thing is that I want to try and crack open that land speeder finally. So that's definitely something which I'm going to be doing at some point. It's always fun. I'm jazzed up for my weekend now. That's enough Star Wars for my morning to move on to a Back to the Future evening. There you go. You're not feeling better. Oh, should you really be hanging out with people then? I mean, you know? Oh, that makes sense. Thank you. Would not be the same. Thanks so much for joining. Everybody, get out there and have a great weekend. Hopefully your Halloween extravaganzas that you're doing are going to be fun. Next weekend is it next weekend that is the 31st? Is it? If it is, then we'll have a Halloween show. That'll be fun. Be safe. Enjoy the weekend. And most of all, keep releasing those toys, man. That's what we always say. Enjoy them. Play with them. Just have the most fun with it. Have the most fun with it. And I will see you guys, hopefully better organized, maybe with a guest or two, next time. And until then, thanks so much.